Hey guys, and welcome to the Dynamic Duo. I'm Franz.
I'm Kevin. Welcome home to the Batcave, ladies and gentlemen, and the Avengers Tower. My partner and I have both been busy. We've been saving the world, but the Dynamic Duo have indeed returned.
I like it, man. I like it. You should have been a radio announcer. Oh, actually, you were a radio announcer. But listen, there's so much to talk about. Obviously, we want to talk about San Diego Comic-Con, all the news and all the releases. We want to talk about all the trailers that have come out. We want to talk about all the announcements for Phase 4, Phase 5, Phase 6. We want to talk about Black Adam. We are going to talk about all those subjects. Of course, we're going to start off with Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. We are going to talk about all that, and we'll break up the show into several different pieces so that it's not 10 hours long, and hope you guys enjoy it. Kevin, what is the topic you'd like to start off with first?
Please, 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 Wakanda Forever.
What is your opinion on the Wakanda Forever trailer?
One word, fabulous.
Yeah.
More than one word, my partner. I believe, and I'm not trying to be overly dramatic and overemphasizing anything, so forgive me for a few minutes. I honestly believe that Wakanda Forever is going to change the platform and business of comic book movies from here on out.
Ooh,
I honestly believe that. I have looked and studied that trailer over and over and over again since it was released on Saturday evening.
Okay.
One of the things that I really think that Phase 5, although we will get into Phase 5 in a few minutes, because this movie is closing Phase 4, and Feige has already said this will be the last presentation for Phase 4 when it comes out in November. I don't look at Wakanda Forever as just their way of saying thank you for our patronage as the audience. Wakanda Forever is getting ready to move people into another age and another phase of Marvel Comics. But the reason why I feel it's such a bigger mark is we've gone through the age of heroes, we've gone through the age of magic and time travel and all that kind of thing. I don't know if you picked up on this or not, but the big push, even with the background music that they used with the trailer for this film and for the story, it's family. And the way that family bonds comes together and what family is all about. And I truly believe that their movies from here on out, to me, are going to be far more character driven and far more situation driven than they've ever been. And I honestly believe that. This thing is coming from the heart. Mark my words, unless something unforeseen happens, and I could be wrong, I'm nobody's Svengali or Mandrake. I have a feeling that Angela Bassett may end up getting a nomination as a supporting actress for what she's about to do.
You know what? That's a great call. By the way, not to interrupt you, but can we take a moment and just be like, bow down to Angela Bassett? I mean, come on. I've been in love with that woman for 30 years, and she just keeps getting more beautiful and more powerful.
Yes, sir.
Unbelievable.
The last thing that I'll say is Ryan Coogler, as a director, he pulled off the first Black Panther, even though, everybody talks about, what it was to put the film together. And of course, the memories of Chadwick Boseman and what have you. To me, Coogler, this time around, has done something that is just beyond Black Panther needs a sequel. The way he structured this film, you can tell it's character driven. You can tell, even with all the action and everything that is going to be there, that your characters are going to be able to stand on their own. They're going to be able to say, this is more, and I'm not trying to overstate this, but people are going to be able to walk into this and then walk out and say to themselves, that movie was more than just from the pages of a comic book. I truly believe that.
I absolutely. So, yes, I agree with you wholeheartedly. You may be a little bit more optimistic than I am with respect to other aspects of the MCU. And I'll explain to you what I mean by that. But generally speaking, I agree with you. You hit it on the nail, and that's why I love talking to you. And ladies and gentlemen, we didn't talk about this beforehand. This is our first conversation on the trailer. I love talking. You hit it on the nail. And what you hit on the nail is that this movie, you're right, if it's taking Marvel, it's potentially taking Marvel in a different direction. The direction was a cosmic, large scale, Thanos, universal type of scale. This seems to be a more grounded, more political, more Wakanda versus Atlantis. As you said, great character development between the two. The storyline seems to be strong. It seems to be solid, and you're absolutely right. It seems to set up the characters on an individual basis. In other words, we're going to come out of this with a Namor. We're going to come out of this with a new Black Panther that can go on as an individual character. We're going to come out of this with the final scene with Doctor Doom sitting on his throne, and it's going to blow the world. It's going to blow the world. Ralph, if you have any sense, you should call me and beg for mercy. But he won't. He won't. But it is going to blow up the world, because when people see full Doom, it is going to blow their mind. Now, here's what I mean by you may be more optimistic than I am. I hope, my friend, that translates to the rest of the MCU. I don't know yet that it will. And in fact, I a little bit worry, because the quick note of it for me is that phase 4, the phase that we're just coming out of, I would give it a negative grade. If some of the movies were great, but a lot of the stuff wasn't to my satisfaction, and I would give it a negative grade overall. And we could go over each of the shows, Loki, WandaVision, we could go down the line.
Gotcha.
Phase 5 is interesting to me, because I worry a little bit about the direction of phase 5 in this sense. The choices that Feige is making, and correct me if I'm wrong, and feel free to disagree with me, they're not the choices that I would make in this sense. Secret Invasion, Secret Wars, those are later chapters of comic book publications that weren't that good. It's more of that sort of convoluted anti-hero, Captain America is not really Captain America, betrayal stuff that's going on, that I would rather what I'm seeing from Black Panther, which is, a relatively linear story, beef between two continents, two world powers, and it's going to come down to hero versus villain. And is it really, that straightforward conflict to me is a much more interesting thing than the more convoluted stuff that Secret Wars, Secret Invasion, Secret Invasion worries me because it's that anti-hero thing that I don't like, you know, and it's one of the reasons why I didn't approve of the Zack Snyder verse. I don't want to see a dark Superman. I don't want to see it. I know he's going to come out in the end and be the hero, but to me, that exploration is boring. And that's what Secret Invasion is all about. Our heroes turn out to be traitors, and we no longer can believe in them fully. Secret Wars is about, I don't know which Secret Wars they're going to cover, but it's about that ambiguity of multiverse world. So, you know, I prefer, I think, much more powerfully, the traditional back in the day comic book storytelling. That's my preference. So it isn't to say that I'm saying it's going to be bad. I'm not saying that at all, because ultimately it's how you handle it. And you could do a terrific Secret Wars, you could do a terrific Secret Invasion. But I'm just, you know, from a subject point of view, it worries me. Having said that, getting back to Black Panther, let's get back to Black Panther. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever looks dope. It looks absolutely dope. And what do I mean by that? You're right. Ryan Coogler couldn't have done a better job at navigating the loss of Chadwick Boseman and offering that this path, this new Black Panther. Dude, he's working a miracle. Mm-hmm. And can we talk about Namor? Like, we're seeing Namor in his shorts, bro. Like, we're seeing Namor in his shorts, the green shorts, and all I want to see is that ultimate battle. And it looks great to me. It looks fascinating. It looks interesting. Angela Bassett is powerful, strong, and beautiful. 2 thumbs up, way up. I'm excited to see this movie.